Look, I think it's very important when you move into a new place to meet your neighbors, right? It's nice to know the people that live around you, okay? And I moved into a new place in New York, and last week I met some of my neighbors, but it was in a very interesting way. So I moved into my place in New York about a month ago, right? This really big apartment in downtown Manhattan, right? And I've met a few people here or there in the hallway, but I've never really hung out with anybody else in my building until last week, right? Because I'm coming home one day from brunch with one of my buddies, and I'm walking up to my door with my headphones on, and I get up to my door as I'm unlocking, and I look down onto the floor, and I see something unusual. An envelope, just with my apartment number written on it. Completely blank, no address, no to, no from, nothing, right? Mind you, we have a mailroom downstairs. We do not get mail delivered to our door. So I'm a little bit confused, right? But I reach down, I pick up this envelope, I unlock my door, I walk into my apartment, and I sit down on my couch, and I'm inspecting this envelope. Right? Once again, no to, no from, nothing. Just a blank envelope with my apartment number on it. Honestly, I'm a little bit fucking scared. I've been living here for a month. What is this for? I haven't even met anybody that I live with, right? But that was all about to change. Okay, because I'm sitting there and I open up this envelope, opening up the thing, taking it out, right? And I open it up and I'm shocked at what it reads, right? It goes, congratulations. You have been invited to the annual poker night at at our address. It's being held in the penthouse, room A, right? Happening tomorrow night. It's gonna be huge, everyone's coming, formal attire, all this stuff. I'm like, holy shit, the annual poker night at my apartment building? Everyone's gonna be there? Held in the penthouse suite? Are you kidding me? This is a dream. This is the perfect way to meet a bunch of people that I live with. This is amazing, right? But this shit was too good to be true. Because damn near every word on this invitation, besides poker night, was a lie. Why was it hand-delivered to my address? There was no flyers up in the lobby. It was just like me only got the envelope. No one else had that outside their door, right? But I didn't think about that at the time. I'm like, amazing, tomorrow night, perfect. I'll go meet a bunch of people, and I'll go play poker. I'm not great at poker, but it's definitely a skill that I want to acquire. And I definitely did acquire that skill after this, but not in the way that you would imagine, right? Because the following day comes around, I'm getting ready before the poker night that starts at 8 p.m. in the penthouse of my apartment building, right? They said formal, so I throw on a white button up, a little sweater over, some slacks, and I'm ready to go. I have a beer in my apartment before I fly upstairs, and then I go to the elevator, hit PH, and I fly up to the top. And honestly, based on the way that this invitation was worded, I thought that the entire fucking apartment building was gonna be up here. All like 200 people that live in the building. But I was dead wrong, right? Because I get up to the penthouse and it's fucking crickets up there. There's not a mouse running around, right? I'm like, oh, am I late? Am I early? Did I get the day wrong? Did this like sit for a day? Like what's going on, right? But I go over to penthouse number A, or letter A, and I knock on the door, right? And there's no signage, no, like, this could be totally wrong. Someone could just be fucking with me, right? But I'm like, I'm already up here. Let me just see what's going on, right? So I knock on penthouse A. I'm in my little button up. I feel like I'm in, formal attire, and I'm ready to play some poker, right? I hear some commotion, behind the door and someone walking up towards it. The little slit goes up. Someone looks through, closes it, and then the door opens. And I don't know what I was expecting to see, but it was not this. Because this is a fucking like 6'8" guy that's like 45, slick back hair. Bro looks like he was selling fake Rolexes in the 90s on Canal Street, right? He's got a Giorgio Armani like pinstripe suit, Tom Ford glasses, toothpick in his mouth, a gold tooth right here, with a hand held out, ready to shake. Hey man, I'm Jasper. How you doing? You told me your parents named you Jasper 40? What the fuck? Yo. I'm Max, what's up? He's like, you ready to play some poker? Sure. I didn't know I was supposed to wear a fucking suit and bring my cigars, but yeah, I guess, right? But I was not ready to play fucking poker with these guys, right? Because as I walk into this apartment, I realized very quickly that this is not the annual poker night for my apartment building. Because there's 3 other dudes sitting at this table, and they're all in fucking suits. And they're all like 45, and they all have Tom Ford glasses on. And they're all smoking cigars. The fuck is going on? Why was I invited to this? Because obviously I was hand-selected. If the whole apartment building was invited, more than 4 dudes would be in here, right? But before I can even process any of this stuff, Jasper goes, yo man, can I get you a drink? I'm a little hesitant to drink any of his bro, I might get poisoned. Like, I don't know if this is a whole setup or what's going on, but they do have a poker table with poker chips and it looks like they're ready to play poker. And I don't want to hold these guys up because they mean fucking business. Now, mind you, I'm not great at poker, but I say, Jasper, let me get a tequila soda. It's time to lock in. You got an extra cigar too? I'm getting into it. But I go over to the poker table, meet all these guys. They're all 45, like same exact archetype as Jasper. I didn't know there was dudes like this that lived in my building. I've only seen like 25-year-olds running around, but I'm kind of loving it, right? They're all smoking cigars. They give me one. I have my tequila soda. Boom. Jasper sits down. He starts dealing. Mind you, I'm terrible at poker at this point. Right? I've played with my homies back home, like dollar buy-ins, but this is like a $50 buy-in. This is like a real poker game. But despite all my concerns of one, not really knowing how to play poker, two, the fact that I'm in this room with 4 other 45-year-old guys when apparently everyone in the apartment was invited, and 3, why the fuck was I invited? I sit down to play poker with these guys, and I'm very fucking glad that I did. And I also figured out why I was invited. And it was honestly hilarious, right? Because very quickly I realized I'm significantly worse at poker than these guys. I'm getting rinsed. My buy-in is gone very quickly. I'm not buying back in, right? So now I'm just kind of sitting there observing and chatting it up with these guys. And I did pop the question that I was dying to know the answer to. I go, so guys, Jasper, this is your place. This is the annual poker tournament. I thought there would be more people here. And he goes, well, like we hand select people that, we think will fit the vibe of the poker night. And we're very selective with the people that we bring in. And honestly, Max, we're very happy that we brought you in tonight. Why? So you can steal my money? What's going on? But that was just about the furthest reason from the truth, right? Because they don't really answer my question there, and I just continue to watch these guys play poker. And honestly, during this time, I wish that I knew more about poker. It's a fun game to be good at, right? And by the end of all this, I knew what the fuck I was doing, right? But very slowly, based on how these guys are talking, their interactions, 2 of the other guys that were already sitting down at the table when I arrived are very touchy with each other. I start to come to my own personal conclusion that all of these guys, including Jasper, are gay. And I was not wrong. And I had my suspicions confirmed when Jasper, out of nowhere, is like, well, you must be wondering kind of why we decided to invite you and how we selected you to the poker night. Max is like, as he's dealing out the next round of cards, I'm like, actually, yeah. Like, I'm sitting here with 4 random dudes smoking cigars, drinking like mad tequila sodas in your like weird apartment that looks nothing like mine. Why did I get invited? He goes, well, we try to invite people that, we think are cool. We find attractive. We think will kind of fit into our group of guys, right? We're a group of like older gay guys. So you invited me because you thought I would fit into the group of older gay guys. And I'm not afraid for them to kick me out at this point. I go, just so you guys know, I don't swing that way. I am straight. And they go, oh, well, we kind of thought that, but you never know. We saw you in the hall. The way you were talking to one of the other guys in the elevator, we couldn't really tell. But we're still happy to have you here, man. Honestly, after that was on the table, I felt great. I'm at a fucking random poker night with these guys, and now I have like new friends in my apartment. Right? The game comes to a close. We don't play another one. And I go up to Jasper at the end. I'm like, dude, I would love to get better at poker. Y'all seem really chill, honestly. Free drinks, free cigars. Like, I was having a blast in this dude's apartment. I would love to play more with you guys. He's like, yeah, man, like a lot of the buddies are going out of town, for the next, couple months, right? They're trying to ditch the summer of New York. He's like, we can still play. I'll shoot you the link, right? We'll play tomorrow night. Okay. He's like, all right, man, good to meet you. Yeah, see you around. Okay, I guess I'm playing with these guys tomorrow night. And we did play the following night, right? But not in the way that I imagined, okay? Because the next day comes around and I'm sitting waiting for this link that Jasper said he was gonna send me. Right, and I'm thinking, I don't really want to play in like some random online poker website with these guys. I'm going to get fucking scammed. Like, this is their whole entire thing. Right, so when Jasper sends me a link to an app in the App Store, I'm pleasantly surprised, right? It's this app called Pure Poker. It's like the first poker app in the App Store. And you can play against your friends in real time. And like, there's no house. Like, they only take money when you instantly transfer out your cash. So I sit there, download this app, and I play poker for like 3 hours with these guys online. And after I call Jasper, I'm like, this is incredible. Like, is this how you always play with your boys? He's like, if we're not together, this is how we play. And I get an idea. I send it into my group chat with my boys back in LA. And now we have a poker night every week on this app, Pure Poker. Deadass, meet your fucking neighbors, because now I'm going to go pro in poker and I have a bunch of older gay friends that live in my building. Life is good.